Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new trailer for Star Wars Visions. This is coming out, I think, in September or something. It'll say at the end of this trailer. And also, kind of funny, I did not realize that there were two versions of the trailer because I tried to record this and react to the trailer, but it was the original Japanese version. So they started talking and I was like, whoa, hold on, because I know that there was an English version. So anyways, I found the right version to react to, and yeah, I know that the whole sub versus dub is a big debate in anime, circles. I gotta be able to hear what they're saying. I know some people are like, oh, you're that's some people are purists about it and it's like it's got to be in Japanese, but I'm sorry, I have to know what they're saying. I have to. I don't want to. I can deal with subtitles if I have to, but if I don't have to, then why would I? Anyways, let's go ahead and press play and then we'll talk more about that.
Long ago, a great warrior came to this village and entrusted our ancestors with this.
That looks amazing.
Power and responsibility now lie with
you. Can see so many different styles already. Like, that's insane. The lightsaber hook up there. Okay, all right. So much is already happening. So I'm gonna say already, I already love all the different looks that we're getting, all the different styles.
Since you were born.
At last.
There's the bunny, the twins, 9 original stories from all corners of the galaxy.
Confronted such darkness.
That's really cool. We've seen things like that before. That's absurd. I love it.
We are going to be a proper family.
I like the black and white one. That looks. Oh, the Boom to Eve classic, right? It's like a rock show at the Boom to Eve. This twins one already looks like it's gonna be insane. There's that evil old man that we saw in some of the clips. Oh, that's cool. Little speeder fight on the ice.
Accept this responsibility.
Okay, Bunny Girl becomes a Jedi. The lightsabers like turn into light whips, which is interesting. Okay. Wow. So, cancel on that. But yeah, okay. Quite a few things. Let's go ahead and. Okay, let's mute it. Let's pause it. Okay. So first, okay, there we go. September 22nd. So yes, there we go. That's when it's happening. Yeah, and I definitely will be watching all of these dubs. As I kind of already said, but I just, they released the voice casts earlier, which I probably should have brought up. But they already have stuff like Neil Patrick Harris is going to be in here, Tamora Morrison. A bunch of other famous people are actually going to be playing parts in these shorts, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so we can just kind of scroll through some of this. Let's see. So I really like this Akira Toriyama, right? Did I say that right? Obviously inspired by those black and white films. Looks like it's going to be amazing. Let's see what else here. Got this looks like oh, what was it? Princess Mononoke, I think that was the one. And this sketch looking, like how rough it looks, all the shadows and just that's amazing. I love it. And it's kind of hard to tell what, obviously some of the styles are drastically different, but others are more similar, so it's kind of hard to tell which clips are actually part of which short here. Now I do like the box. Let's take a look at that box again. Actually, I want to see if so we got like these 3 circles on the box. I wonder if that's meant to represent anything, Interesting. And that's a pretty cool looking lightsaber. I like the idea of it being in this ceremonial box. Now this right here, this is like, you know, if that one that we just saw was like this, like, you know, sacred ceremonial lightsaber, this is like a high-tech, like, all right, let's get some shit done lightsaber. You know, let's look at the way he does this. He like just crams that crystal in there, and it starts lighting up immediately. Look at this. And then he just like thumbs it in there. He like pulls the hilt down, right, and then he just like flips that switch downward, and then you just gotta press the button, and then that's how it ignites. That's just amazing. I love like that whole sequence they just showed. That's awesome. And then this right here, of course, some people I saw commenting like, what, a lightsaber with a sheath, right? Or sheath, right? Yeah. You know, it's cool. Shut up. Like, I know it maybe doesn't make any practical sense, but it's cool. This, what is going on here? It looks like a couple of these at least look like semi Vader blades that she's got on, and then these ones here, they seem to be sort of you know, a robotic spider legs that she, you know, kind of like a Doc Ock situation that she's got right here. Which is pretty cool. You know, very Grievous. This is basically like, what if they turned Darth Vader into General Grievous also, you know? So he had both his arms still, but he also had the Grievous arms attached. That's basically what we're looking at here, which is pretty crazy. And then of course here's the brother with his lightsaber, and then you know, this old man, which I'm convinced is going to be like the creepiest, like evilest, like I can already tell just from looking at this. Let's see, what do we got here? Some kind of electro blades there. We see this character come up later. This is the one with like the umbrella type blade device. That's really cool. Stopping the blade. We saw that in some of the Rise of Skywalker stuff. Here, let's actually go back here, because this, it appears to be a structure that they built from the ground, goes all the way up to the Star Destroyer, which is pretty interesting. Of course, you know, the bunny one here, this whole bunny one looks to be one of the more lighthearted adventures. This one and the Boba Fett rock band one, those seem to be like the more lighthearted ones. Which is fine, you know, like they don't all have to be super dark and serious and action oriented, you know. Star Wars is not always that. Yeah, the twins, that's pretty dope. I don't know. See, that's my thing, is like some of this other footage, I can't even, like, I don't know which story this one is even from. Pretty cool. And then this is the Astro Boy type droid who wants to be a Jedi. Which, you know, hey, we'll see how that works out, I guess. Let's see. There seems to be some evil droids. I think this is supposed to be a droid, maybe. Although, I will say, it almost looks like Vader's TIE fighter back there. His, I can't remember the name of his TIE fighter, but was it the TIE Interceptor, or no? I don't know. Anyways, he's very Vader-esque, very robotic. That might be the villain that the droid ends up fighting. Got Boba's ship, bunch of stormtroopers, and this guy's stopping them. By the way, see if we can get a better look at who this guy is. Just seems to be a masked figure. This might be twins. Maybe this is, because I believe the story that we know so far is that both the twins start evil and the brother turns good. So maybe this is like right when the brother, you know, turns good and all the stormtroopers try to stop him. Yeah, this guy. That's pretty neat. I love that, like, the blaster has just like this rope tied around it. So I love the blend here of, like, you know, it's clearly inspired by those, you know, black and white Japanese movies, but, you know, they still have some of the blaster technology. Now this, that's insane. Hold on, we gotta see this thing popping out. Look at this. Okay, so it seems to just be a staff with this crazy, and then look, it just pops out like that, just like an umbrella, and then boom, they all turn on, and it just starts spinning. which, you know, it looks really cool. Although I will say, you know, practically it's like, well, if you hit the center of it, the blades are not covering the center, so you could probably just hit the center of it, you know, like, you know, the whole middle circle is not blades, so you know, but hey, it looks cool. It's an anime. That's all it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's really cool looking. Okay, so got some walkers being taken down here. This looked like an astromech that had a bunch of missiles coming out of it. It looked like. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty neat. Okay, so he fires a whole bunch of little flares or something. It's all those guys. And here we have our Boonta Eve, like CG rendered version of it. So that's gonna be interesting. It looks like that's where their like rock show is gonna happen. Okay, and yeah, here we go. So yeah, Astro Boy Robot is gonna be fighting the Vader-looking droid, or maybe it's just like a high reimagining of Vader. But yeah, Astro Boy Robot. Well, the cool thing is that the droid, the Astro Boy, has a jetpack on his back, you know, which makes sense, right? You can kind of build anything you want into him, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Okay, twins, both shooting lightning. Now, I like this idea of, you know, light side blue lightning. Well, I guess the Sith lightning is always blue. But anyways, I like the idea of a good lightning and a bad lightning. That's kind of a neat idea. Okay, I gotta see what's happening here. She's doing something with a crystal. Okay, we see this red crystal. She like jams the crystal into her chest, and I don't know what's happening here. Look at this. Look at this. She's taking, I'm assuming it's a Kyber crystal, and she's jamming it right into her chest. Not sure what the deal is there. It seems to like power her up in some way. We get a lot of quick flashes. We see the twins in the embryo. Look at them. That's so crazy. And this is very actually, if you look up some of the concept art for Palpatine in Rise of Skywalker, this is very similar to that, to the concept art. So that's actually really cool. And then we get my guy, the creepiest old man in the world. I'm honestly so excited for this one. Like, I'm just anticipating him being like the stuff of nightmares. That's pretty cool. Oof, and a lot of really quick clips. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is the rock band. We see like this more rounded, chibi-ish version of Boba and that Hut over there, they're all part of a rock band or something, which is interesting. We see seems to be a Padawan falling, and here we've seen this Jedi samurai guy who's falling, and this lady, I believe, is this the umbrella lightsaber lady? I think this might be her. That might be who he fights in his short. And then of course we get look at this. I love this guy's design. I love like him already looking so creepy. I like that his red blade looks like a blade, you know. It's just really cool. And then of course we get our little ice standoff here, which her lightsaber is interesting, right? Like it's almost like a translucent lightsaber, you know. You can still see the stuff behind it through it, which is an interesting idea for a lightsaber. You know, it's like you can tell there's obviously something there, but it's, you know, it's like I guess it's acting more like light would. I guess maybe that's the idea. Is that like, okay, here's a lightsaber, but more in a literal way, because you can still like, you can see the her lines and her colors of her clothes going through the blade, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Okay, yeah, let's check this out, because this seems to be after her power up. Also, his blade is purple here, looks like. I thought his blade was different color. Okay, yeah, so she's got all kinds of lightning and And her 4 Grievous lightsabers seems to have turned into light whips now, which is cool. I don't know how you even control something like this at that point. But yeah, this is just, it's all, you know, it's all stylistic, you know. So maybe, you know, it's, I don't know how much of it's been to be literal, like this part right here, where it's like her light whips are now like wrapped around his blade. You know, it's a lot of stylistic type stuff, which is exactly how, you know, anime is. Okay, so really awesome. As far as I've seen, pretty much everyone loves this, and everyone's like even more excited than they were before. You know, I've dipped, you know, throughout the years, on and off, I've dipped my toe into different anime. You know, like some of them I've gone like really far into, and I've watched like the entire, you know, 6+ season shows of anime. But I'm not like in the upper echelons of anime fans. But you know, so I'm not super familiar with a lot of these studios, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I love that, you know, just like I said when the last trailer happened, I love that this is something that they can take Star Wars and they can just run with their imaginations. Be like, you are not bound by canon, you know, they're not being given this like guide of like, oh, you can't do this because this happened, and you can't do this over here because this other thing happened. It's like, no, you know what Star Wars is, you've seen the movies, you've read the books. Whatever your imagination would want to transform it into, if you want to transform it into like a, you know, a rural Japan, if you want to transform it into a futuristic, you know, more like traditional cyber future type thing, you can do whatever you want. And that's what has me more excited than anything about this, you know. And yeah, of course, the action looks like it's gonna be awesome. I hope that this gets a lot of views. I kind of question now the idea of releasing it all at once. I think that's my only thing now. Is like, originally I was like, oh, that's a good thing because these might be really short, and that still might be the case. But I've seen several people now say, because of this trailer, I've seen people be like, oh, I'm excited to watch this week to week. And I'm like, oh man, they're not gonna have that. They're just gonna drop it all. And I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe they should have made this a weekly thing, you know? I don't know, because things that are dropped all at once, they tend to dominate a single weekend, but they're also quickly forgotten after that, you know? Like, after about 3-4 weeks, no one's talking about it anymore. Whereas, you know, if you had 9 shorts here, even if they're only 10-15 minutes long, they would still be like, yeah, but it's, you know, it's something, and there'll be one every week for the next 9 weeks, you know. So I don't know, it is interesting. I guess maybe this is their first big experiment, kind of being like, okay, what if we make smaller shows that we drop all at once? How does this do ratings wise? You know, how long does it stay in the social consciousness, the public conversation? But also, of course, I got another dilemma, along with like the sub versus dub, which for me, that's not much of a dilemma. I'm gonna listen to it in English. I know that's not how it was designed because it was all Japanese studios, but that's how I'm gonna listen to it. It just is. The thing that I'm gonna have a problem with is, do I review all of it as one whole thing, all 9 episodes as one giant thing, or do I review each episode individually and just kind of maybe throughout the week put out 9 different videos reviewing each one? I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning that way because, you know, I want to give each one its fair shake and its own like breakdown and like my own thoughts on each one. Whereas, you know, if I try and just do it all together, you know, I probably won't say all the things I want to say. So, okay, I guess I'll do it that way. But I doubt they'll all be released at the same time. So maybe throughout the week I'll do like one at a time. But anyways, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know how excited you are for Star Wars Visions. your opinions on it all being released at once, if you think that was maybe not a great idea, because people seem excited, so now it kind of feels like, oh, maybe it shouldn't have been all released at once, because people, you know, it could have been in the public conversation, it could have been like a thing, and now it's not going to be as much of a thing because it's going to be absorbed really quickly all at once and then gone just as quickly. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think about that. Also, if you're an anime fan, let me know your opinions on the subbed versus dubbed kind of thing. To me, it's never been a big deal, but I've seen some people get really heated about that. Yeah, anyways, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.